Hello everyone and welcome to something. So what this is a bit different than what I'm usually doing. This isn't really so much a let's play or playthrough as it is just sort of an experiment. Uh so first of all, right here, this is Fire Pro Wrestling World. If you've not played Fire Pro Wrestling, well, do it. Or, even then, do what I do, buy it and don't play it, just set the AI against each other because it's fun to watch. Fire Pro Wrestling is a very good wrestling game because of the amount of customization, not just like the visual customization and like the moves and stuff, but you can freaking customize the AI logic behind the character. So, like, if you base off a real wrestler, they will wrestle like that wrestler. It's great. And, it is also plenty of stuff you can customize, like the rings and belts and stuff. All that great sort of stuff. But anyways, I was just playing this offline. Downloaded a bunch of wrestlers off the Steam Workshop. This is on the Steam version, by the way. And I set up a little round robin tournament thing. Just have the AI fight against each other. I was having fun watching. I was like, hey, you know what? That should be kind of fun to stream. And so I decided I'd do that. I have to put up like a poll on Twitter. Which at least 5 people agreed with me that I should stream it. Now, first of all, probably get a couple disclaimers out of the way. One, as I mentioned, I downloaded all these wrestlers off the Steam Workshop. I have created none of these. Like, this is actually part of the reason I was a little hesitant to stream it at first, but I figured it might be fine. But yeah, none of these are my creation. I just went I just went on Steam and downloaded what I thought was cool. It'll be. I would like to give credit where it's due. I'm not sure how much I can do that during the stream itself without like just completely disrupting the flow of things. But what I am planning on uploading this on YouTube, and what I'll try to do there to make sure credits is given where it's due is to in the YouTube links I will link the Steam Workshop pages of all all the custom content that I've used in that match, like the Steam page for the wrestlers, the ring stuff, all that stuff. Two, as some of you might be aware looking at this right now, in addition to fictional characters and stuff, some of these wrestlers are based off of real people, like other streamers and stuff. I have absolutely no affiliation with any of these like streamers or people, etc. I only know them as a fan. Just getting out there in case anyone thinks, "Oh, I have Wooly in here." Does that mean I know? No, I don't. Other than I typed in chat, and maybe he's read it a couple of times. Let's see what else I want to get out of the way. Oh, yeah. This isn't really so much a disclaimer as just a little thing on my bob, but I have no idea what I want to call this. Right now, this is just sort of the unnamed Fire Pro Wrestling tournament thingy. Like, I got some names here, but like this is the inaugural tourney, whatever. And the title they're working towards, I called it HSW, like Halo Special Wrestling, but that's a lame fucking name. That's pretty much just a placeholder for now. If anyone has any ideas for good names, I would sure as fuck love to hear them. But anyways, with those disclaimers out of the way, first of all, on YouTube, this is probably gonna be its own part, like a little, like episode 0. Just first, I get those disclaimers out of the way, and also to introduce the roster and to sum up the first round of the tournament that I will now retroactively be referring to as round 0, so that when I upload this on the YouTube, I don't have to start with round 2 and confuse people. But anyways, how this tournament works is it's a round robin tournament divided into 4 brackets of 16 wrestlers each. If you're not familiar with how round robin works, it's basically like in each bracket, pretty much every matchup possible has to happen, and then I have it set so that like in each bracket there will be 3 finalists, I believe, so that at the end of once all wrestlers in each bracket have wrestled, all the point totals from their victories will be totaled up, and the 3 highest victors from each bracket will go on to the final bracket. So once this is done, once all of these 4 brackets are done, it'll then go on to a final one, which it'll be about 12 wrestlers for like the finals. And as I said, 16 wrestlers each in 4 brackets. That's about 64 wrestlers exactly. Yeah, I kind of went a little crazy. Don't expect this to be done in 1 stream or 2. It's gonna last a while. Like, in fact, I'm not even sure I'm gonna be able to finish like a round of during this just this stream. In case you're wondering by a round, it's basically like I did so far. Every wrestler has wrestled once so far. But anyways, speaking of that previous round, let's go down the roster so far. So as you can see right now, first of all, we have the Doomslayer. Also, that's another thing. Part of the way adding wrestlers to the roster works, they got to be part of a larger like organization, like WWE, AEW, that sort of thing. So all these I put under like HSW again, like a much better name. But also under that, there are also like factions and stables and stuff. So some of these guys are in like tag teams or stables and stuff. Why that's important, I will come into that later. But first of all, we got the Doomslayer, part of the Devil Slayers stable, which I will, once I get to the other members of that stable, I will explain. Next up, we got Spider-Man of the I need to get this stuff down here, of the Marvel's stable. And as you can see, this was the first round we had. It's a close match actually, but in the end the Doomslayer won. Next up we have Wooly the Liar Madden of Castle Super Beast. Wooly versus and formerly the Super Best Friends. Rip in peace. And afterwards we have Dio Brando. This will be a little funny, this will be a little weird after a while, you'll see what I mean then. Next we have the heavy weapons guy from Team Fortress 2, Ryuji Sakamoto from Persona 5, Ryuko Matoi from Kill la Kill, Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil, specifically Resident Evil 4 Leon, Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat, Aegis from Persona 3, Liquid Snake from Metal Gear Solid, Diavolo from JoJo. Expect a lot of JoJo. Like, 2 of my largest factions consist of basically nothing but JoJo characters. Okuyasu Nijimura from JoJo. William Zeppeli from JoJo. Dick Poop from Vine Sauce. Sponge Sad from Vine Sauce. And that is all of bracket 1. So, another thing that went into how I organized the brackets is I tried not to have more than 2 people to 1 faction in a single bracket, because as I mentioned, there would have been a good chance this would have been like nothing but JoJo characters if I did that. Yeah, and in case you're wondering why, but Halo, there are like 3 JoJo characters here. Yeah, I got like the Joestar's faction, which is like the Joestars and also all their allies, and I got JoJo's villains factions, faces and heels, all that good wrestling stuff. Bracket B. Next up, we have Big Smoke from GTA San Andreas and also part of the Vine Sauce faction. Ninja Brian from Ninja Sex Party. Naranta Girga, is that pronounced actually? I don't know. From JoJo. Tommy Wiseau from Tommy Wiseau. Adam Jensen from Deus Ex Human Revolution and Mankind Divided. Kitana from Mortal Kombat. Luigi. The Postal Dude from Postal. Garfield from Garfield and also part of the Vine Sauce faction. Juan Cena. Vanilla Ice from JoJo. The Tsundere Taker. Geralt of Rivia, The Witcher. Buff Natsuki from Doki Doki Literature Club. Norioki Kakyoin from JoJo. Chei Satonaka from Persona 4. Also part of a tag team with Aegis that made them Shadow Operatives. Right. Yeah. On to bracket C, we have Jean-Pierre Polnareff from JoJo. Dante from the Devil May Cry, featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Also part of that Devil Slayers tag team I mentioned with Doom Slayer, which also includes Doom Guy. So, you know, that's just a faction with two versions of the same guy. That is, a lot of thing I sometimes download the same multiple versions of the same character, then I have them wrestle against each other, see like which version I wanted. With my match I had against Doom Guy and Doom Slayer, I ended up realizing, oh, I like them both. Shit. So I just rationalized, oh, Doom Guy's just younger Doom Slayer. Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Todd Howard from Bethesda, and also part of Vinesauce faction. Yukiko Yamagishi from JoJo. Brennan Williams from, I think this might actually be the only actual wrestler I have on this, in this entire tournament. Zubaz from the lore of the Super Best Friend Zaibatsu. Miss Tatsu from Yakuza 0, and yes, I will get back to that at some point once my computer can handle it. Cars from JoJo. Wamu from JoJo. Gaiba Streetwood from Monkey Island. Goro Majima from Yakuza. Johnny from New Legacy Inc. Wolverine from Marvel. Melina from Mortal Kombat. Deadpool from Marvel. Right, and on the bracket D, we have Dio Brando again. So, in a similar vein to that Doom Guy example from earlier, I ended up having two versions of Dio that I liked a lot. So I kept them both. And how I rationalize that is that one of them, I think the one from bracket A, I can't tell right now because for whatever reason the actual visuals of them isn't showing up right now. But the one from bracket A is Vinesauce meme Dio, while this is actual like JoJo Dio. So yeah, that's also their faction relations. Jotaro Kujo from JoJo. Bruce Bilgana from Funhouse. Jonathan Joestar from JoJo. Spider-Gwen from Marvel. Dick Poop again. I just thought it'd be funny if there were two Dick Poops. Like one of them's all caps, one of them's not. You can call him Dick Poop 1, Dick Poop 2, whichever one you want. From Vinesauce. Siri from The Witcher. Kazuma Kiryu from Yakuza. Big Boss from Metal Gear. Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star. Lawrence Sakamoto from Funhouse. Yoshikage Kira from JoJo. Danny Sexbang from Ninja Sex Party. Finally, an actual Vinesauce person, Vinesauce Joel. A literal bear, it's not from anything, it's just a bear, and Santa Claus. So now that we have gone down the roster, let's do a quick summary of how exactly round 1 went. As I mentioned, Doomslayer vs. Spider-Man. Close match, but in the end, Doomslayer took it. Next, Wooly vs. Dio. Wooly was actually able to take the win against this version of Dio. Which good for him. As a man who is a JoJo fan, that must make him feel very powerful. Heavy Weapons guy against Reiji Sakamoto. The heavy one. Leon Kennedy against Ryoko Matoi. I think this was the match that made me think, God, I have to stream this because this was a fucking banger of a match. Those two just went at it, but in the end, Ryuko was the victor. Sub-Zero versus Aegis. In the end, Sub-Zero won. Liquid Snake versus Diavolo. In the end, it turned out, compared to Diavolo, Liquid is the one with superior genes. Okuyasu Ninjamura versus William Zeppeli. In the end, Zeppeli won. Also, I'm pretty sure during this match, Joseph Joestar interfered, despite all three of them being in the same faction. Yeah, yeah, I have interference turned on for this so that members of the same faction, even ones in the tournament, might sometimes there's a chance of them popping in and helping out their teammates, which is weird in this case. But also, if I didn't, some of the guys I didn't mention being to a faction, I put them in a faction called Independent, which that's technically counted as a faction instead of just them being like independent of each other. So sometimes you'll have people coming to interfere to help people they have really no business helping. I don't know, maybe we'll create some storylines from that, who knows. Dick Poop versus Sponge Sad, towards the end of here we actually had two like inner faction conflicts, and in the end Dick Poop took the victory. Bracket B, Big Smoke versus Ninja Brian. Big Smoke took it after being, though you'll sort of see why Ninja Brian's moveset isn't really tailored towards winning, though he did fuck up Big Smoke pretty bad. Narancia versus Tommy Wiseau. Narancia took it. Adam Jensen versus Katana. Katana won. Luigi versus the Postal Dude. Luigi was able to pull out the win there. Also, I speaking of factions, I should have mentioned this. Luigi's in a tag team with The Rock. Because I just think that's funny. Garfield versus Juan Cena. This must not have been a Monday because Garfield won. Vanilla Ice versus the Sundari Taker. Vanilla Ice won. Geralt of Rivia versus Buff Natsuki. Geralt was able to take it. This was another one I remember being a pretty damn good match. Noriaki Kakyoin versus Chie Satonaka. No, Kakyoin won. Bracket 2. Oh, sorry for not throwing navigating menus and stuff. Damn it. Bracket C. That's right. Did I say bracket 2? I'm an idiot. Polnareff versus Dante. Dante won. Scorpion versus Todd Howard. What a phrase. Todd Howard was able to win because it just works. Brennan Williams versus Yukiko Yamagishi. The Sultan of Sit was able to win. Zubaz versus Miss Tatsu. Miss Tatsu felt the storm and lost. Cars versus Wamu. Wamu was able to defeat his master. Good for him. Guybrush Threepwood versus Goro Majima. That was also another sleeper hit of a match. Those two were basically just constantly just tossing themselves off the top ropes on each other. Like if they knocked the other one down, they just get up and start like doing dives off the top over and over again until the other one got up. It was amazing. But in the end, Majima was the one who pulled the victory. Johnny versus Wolverine. Wolverine won. Also, in addition to Johnny, there is Slip in a New Legacy Inc. faction. Wolverine won. Melina versus Deadpool. Deadpool was able to pull the win. Alright, next up, Dio Brando versus Jotaro Kujo. Dio won. He didn't kick with his bad leg, apparently. Also, if presumably this Dio and the other Dio are of the equal power, that means Wooly is also more powerful than Jotaro. So again, good for him. Bruce Villagana against Jonathan Joestar. Bruce was able to pull out the win. Must have been powered by the spirits of his ancestors. Spider-Gwen versus Dick Poop. Spider-Gwen won. Siri versus Kazuma Kiryu. Siri won, and I'm pretty sure there's also interference by Cheeseburger Freedom Man. Yeah. Wait, what was there? No, I think that he might have interfered in a different match. Shit, someone interfered in this match. I forget. Hang on, I posted about it on Twitter. I gotta check that real quick. Give me a moment. I need to refresh my memory. Almost there. Where are my dumb shit posts, damn it? Okay, no, Cheeseburger Freedom Man interfered in Juan Cena versus Garfield, to help out Garfield because they're both Vine Sauce faction. Oh yeah, Chewbacca interfered in Siri versus Kiryu. Which also, despite Chewbacca going against Siri, Siri was still able to pull out the win. So again, good for her. Big Boss versus Kenshiro. I think Kenshiro might have actually killed Big Boss, because this was the only like knockout victory we had in the entire first round, and it came after Kenshiro did a series of blows against Big Boss. So I think Kenshiro might have actually utilized Hokuto Shinken against him. Hopefully the medics have been able to revive him somehow. But yeah, Kenshiro won, possibly by murder. Lawrence Sakamoto versus Yoshikage Kira. Kira got one step closer to his quiet life. And Denny Sexbing versus Vine Sausage Joel. Danny was able to win via interference from Ninja Brian, who, despite not being able to do much to finish the job himself, is very good for interference. And finally, the Bear versus Santa Claus. The Bear won. Christmas is dead. So, to see the rankings, right now, all the winners' points are the same and all losers are the same too, so it's basically a fairly binary point scale. By the end of this round, that'll probably change. There'll be, like, some of the winners are gonna move even further up, some of the losers are gonna stay down, some of the losers will win, and some of the winners will lose, so instead it'll be more divided in the fourths. But yeah, right now you can see you're either rank 1 or rank 9 in any of these brackets. So yeah, hopefully these rankings will be more diversified as we go on. I'm gonna switch to a controller. I just find it easier to navigate the menus with this. I think I'd be better to use a mouse, but yeah. But now that we've had that rundown done very quickly and very sloppily, let's get back into this.